Over the past week, the Ontario County Sheriff's Office arrested 3 people for driving with a suspended license. Following the passage of ANGELICA'S law last year, the intent is to increase penalties. Gio Battaglia talked to the Ontario County Sheriff and joins us in the studio with more on this new law and how officials are implementing it. Gio.
Teresa, the most recent arrest happened Sunday night when a man was detained for aggravated unlicensed operation in the first degree. The individual was reportedly driving with a suspended license, having 15 scoffs over 6 states. Ontario County Sheriff David Sorencione says that it has become increasingly common to encounter people driving with suspended licenses.
This sort of started to kind of get out of control with COVID because the courts were shut down for so long and people just weren't held responsible for going to court.
Ontario County Sheriff David Sorencione told me by the time court started getting back in session after COVID, it wasn't long before tickets started to add up and we started to see unlicensed drivers in cars with more than 15 suspensions on the license.
To the governor's credit, where she makes it now, it's aggravated unlicensed operation first degree if you have 5 or more suspensions, which is an E felony, and it used to take 10 or more suspensions to get there.
That's because of ANGELICA'S law. The law passed in 2024 and was named after Angelica Nappi, who was killed in 2008 at age 14 when a driver ran a red light. The driver was unlicensed and had prior suspensions. Sorencione said despite the enforcements of ANGELICA'S law, judges often continue to release offenders on their own recognizance.
It still makes it a felony, which makes the maximum punishment. People can go to state prison. The ultimate sentence for an aggravated unlicensed operation first is they can do time in state prison for that. I think that we're seeing where the judges are going to start cracking down on this and start holding people more accountable to for their failure to answer for their driving issues out on the road. There's some other pieces to Angelica's law that actually start taking people's driving privileges away permanently and a civil penalty. And I think as we go through that will be effective.
Sorencione also says he thinks we are trending in the right direction with holding more people accountable for their failure to answer for their driving issues, but says there is still work that needs to be done. Teresa, back to you.